Welcome to the Monterey Public Library. My name is Siri Conger. I'm the Fund Development Officer of the library. This is California's first public library. We were established in 1849. This is year 167, serving the community. Thank you for coming this evening. This particular program, series of programs this month, is sponsored by the Friends of the Library, the Monterey Public Library Endowment Committee, and in partnership with the Financial Awareness Foundation. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Ralph Widmar. He is the chair of the Monterey Public Library Endowment Committee.
Well, thank you very much for coming tonight. It's a pleasure to have everybody here. I'm just curious, how many people were here last week? Okay, so we didn't scare you off last week with your all the financial planning stuff. I was terrified when I left last night. So tonight is estate planning, and I have a very personal connection with this because I was my mom's executor for her estate. And we had gone through, fortunately, and she had this terrific attorney who helped her after my father passed away, got her estate completely in order. It was just terrific. And so for me, it made it so easy. So I'm asking you, when you're looking at what you're doing in your estate, how badly do you want to mess up your children? Do you really want them mad at you after you're gone? Because it's like, oh my God, look what they did. Or what they didn't do, as we learned some of those things last week. So I'm the chair of our endowment committee. We're raising money for the library on a long-term basis. So financial planning is something that's definitely in our wheelhouse. And in a way, it's kind of our estate planning, because over the long run, we're looking to raise enough money to create a perpetual source of income for the library. The money that we're raising in the endowment fund isn't going to get spent anytime soon, if ever. We're looking to create a large sum of money that's going to throw off income that we can use to provide programs and materials for the library in perpetuity. So, thank you. Can you hear me? Okay. Is that better? Okay. Should I start at the beginning? I didn't think so. Okay. So, in any event, planning is a critical thing to do. It's not always fun, but it really pays off. And I think that's the thing to remember is, and what we learned last week, start planning early, keep planning, try to get as organized as you can. It'll make your life a lot easier, and it'll certainly make your heirs' lives a lot easier. And I'm really looking forward to what we're going to be hearing tonight. Last week was very eye-opening, and this week I think is just going to be fabulous. So with that, I'd like to introduce Eva Waite, who is our library director.
Thank you so much, Ralph. And I wanted to thank all of you for coming here this evening. The library is offering this program and last week's program because we know that financial literacy is important. It's National Financial Literacy Month, and we knew that this was an important topic to share with our community. But the other reason we're offering this program is because you asked for this programming. We've received requests from customers to have financial planning workshops. And a library is really a wonderful place to have this kind of event because you get to hear from a panelist of local experts. We certainly have lots of wonderful books on the shelves about how to put your estate together and plans together and so forth. But you can learn so much, and this is from a librarian speaking, from the live people here, and they'll inspire you to get your plans in order. So thank you for your good ideas for programs, and don't hesitate to continue suggesting things that you want to hear about because this is your library, and so we'll respond to your requests. There's some general information that I need to read. It's a disclaimer, I believe, about today's program. For one thing is we are being videotaped, and so the great thing about that is today's program and last week's program are going to be available as videos that you can watch on our website. And there's also great materials, literature that you can download from our website that's provided by our partner foundation. But here's the disclaimer. The general information contained in this presentation provided by Monterey Public Library and the Financial Awareness Foundation and the distinguished presenters is an educational financial awareness public service. This is not intended to serve as specific tax, legal, or any other kind of professional advice applicable to any particular person or matter. Every effort has been made to offer you the most current, correct, and clearly expressed information possible. Nonetheless, inadvertent errors can occur, and tax rules and regulations often change. Participants are encouraged to consult with their own financial service professionals for advice concerning specific matters before making any informed financial decisions. The presenters, authors, publishers disclaim any responsibility for positions or actions taken by attendees individually or for any misunderstanding on their part. Thank you for bearing with me. So, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about our partner before I introduce tonight's moderator. So we are partnering in this programming with not only these local professionals, but the Financial Awareness Foundation, and they are a 501c3 nonprofit, and they are established to significantly improve financial awareness and financial literacy, and they are a non-political financial awareness advocate for the general public, the financial service and nonprofit professionals and their organizations, educational institutions, municipalities, and employers. So those of you who work for the Monterey Public Library, this organization actually works with municipalities to help all employees become more financially aware, so that sounds like a good thing to advocate for. They also work and provide this kind of information for professionals, so that's great too, and then for the general public as well. So we thank our partners. And now, I want to introduce tonight's moderator. So, Chris Cabanillas, yes, thank you, is an accredited investment fiduciary and certified financial planner. And he has a degree in economics and a certificate in personal financial planning from San Diego State. And he has, my favorite fact about Chris is he has 3 very strong library advocates in his household, card-bearing daughters. So he has his daughters are very fond of our library. So thank you so much, Chris, for moderating this evening.
Thank you, Inga. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I think you're all in for a treat. Inga's right, I do have 3 very big library fans that are very curious if maybe tonight I might be able to get a reduction in their late fees for my participation in this. But we can talk about that later. So tonight, let me just introduce the three guests we have. We're really in the presence of some experts in the area. So it's a pleasure to have all 3 of these individuals in our midst, and I think what you all will see is that we're going to come away with some new knowledge, probably some information that'll empower each one of us and really motivate us to start getting our estate plan. And you notice I'm saying our, so I'm expecting to learn some things tonight too. So I'd like to start with Eric Holt. Eric is a certified licensed California attorney. He has about over 30 years of experience. Eric is a certified specialist in estate planning. What that means is he really is an expert in this area of law. Well, I'll go on. So I Googled how many estate planning specialists there are in Monterey, and there's 21. So Eric is on a short list of probably hundreds of attorneys. So he really specializes in this. Our firm only recommends estate planning specialists for estate planning, and it's because of that expertise. His practice concentrates on estate planning, wills, trusts, probates, and other related areas. So let's welcome Eric Cole. Next we have Sherry Farr. So Sherry is the founder of Partners for Transition. This organization provides planning, guidance, and partnership for aging, illness, and end of life. And I talked to Sherry a little bit about this, and really she summed it up, and her efforts are really trying to humanize difficult times. So if you think about that, it's really bringing a human aspect to some very challenging times that we come across in life. So her work is very important. She started this work back in the mid-70s and has really just devoted her time and energy to this area that doesn't really get enough attention. So please welcome Sherry Farr. And last but certainly not least, we have Craig Hinton. Craig is the Vice President and Senior Trust Officer at Union Bank. He works with a team of specialists in wealth planning, investments, risk management, trust, and estate services, and banking throughout Monterey.